And when Sis called to tell me she was leaving him, I asked her if she was okay. She said, yeah, but everything just looks different now, you know? I said, well, I'll grant you that, but everything looks different all the time anyway, so what can you do? Nobody saw it coming, but everybody knew. Both of those things are true, and both of those things are lies. Sometimes I think that's the essence of family right there. The ability to balance two contradictory realities at the same time, depending upon who you're talking to and how much truth you owe them, or how much truth they can take at any given moment. I want her to be able to talk about who did what and why and how. But these are not questions she can answer yet. Maybe never. He broke his promise to be the man he said he was. Once that happens, everything else is just details. I would never say this to her, but it's about time. He was, is, and will always be a fool. And he didn't just get that way. But all that matters now is she's coming home. Truth is, where else would she go? It's like that Robert Frost poem Mama has framed in the kitchen. I read that line. Home is where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. And I asked Mama, why would anybody have to be told they were required to take in somebody who had come home? I was snapping green beans in a white bowl while she rubbed some tarragon butter on the skin of a chicken she was roasting for dinner. She considered the question. Well, she said, sliding the chicken in the oven, sometimes I think it's because people forget. At home isn't just a couple of thrown together rooms and some saggy front steps. Home is an idea. A big idea, necessary as a heartbeat. And no matter what member of the human family you open the door to find standing on your front steps, your job is to make them feel welcome. One day, right before they left, I reminded Sis about that poem. And she remembered it too. It was so depressing, she said, about some old guy who had come home to die, and the people weren't even related to him. I shouldn't have been surprised. By that time, it was like she was already gone. And some people can balance being a wife with all the other stuff they like to do, and some can't. Sis never could. Even when she'd come over, he was always calling. She couldn't hardly finish a thought, and I don't think he wanted her to. Sometimes it was like we weren't even sisters anymore. As you can probably tell from the Robert Frost conversation, Mama loved to talk when she cooked. She had an opinion about everything. Something deep where you wanted to ask her, did you just come up with that, or did you already know it and you were just waiting to tell me till I asked you the right question? One day, I had to do a report on our state flower for school. And when Mama asked what it was, I said, Cherokee Rose. She was grating bright orange cheddar cheese. She worked quickly, seemingly without fear of the dread knuckle scrapes that were the bane of my early cheese grating experiences. Cherokee Rose, she said, without breaking her rhythm. You gotta have a lot of nerve to run the Cherokee all the way out of Georgia, then name the state flower after him. When I asked her what she meant, since I was only in the 4th grade and we hadn't learned about genocide yet, she gave me a 10-minute lecture on the Trail of Tears while she washed the dishes and dried them. Next time, she said, folding the dish towel neatly, you can grate the cheese. Truth is, after Mama died so suddenly and Daddy right after, nothing was ever the same. How could it be? I wasn't ready to take command of this tiny little kitchen. Well, me and Sis learned that 3 women can cook a full meal together. All of us cooking up a storm and never bump a hip, an arm, a shoulder. It's like a dance Mama taught us. The mac and cheese mambo. When Sis called yesterday to tell me she was headed back this way, I asked her if she and the kids wanted to stay here at the house while she sorted things out. She laughed, said she was trying to figure out a way to ask me if they could. That made me feel so good, I laughed too. Just like that, I had my sister back. Now, I think when they get here, I might even let her help me grate the cheese.